Students, so in previous class we learned about the some fundamental rules on oxidation number concept. So today we are going to learn and find how we should calculate the oxidation number for any element in a given compound. So here our example is the calculate the oxidation number of sulfur, chromium and nitrogen in H2SO4. In H2SO4 we should find out the sulfur. Chromium in Cr2O7 minus 2 we should find out the chromium, and in NO3 minus ion we should find out the nitrogen oxidation number. So let us see how we can find out one by one. First we should take the sulfuric acid H2SO4. So in the sulfuric acid, here we should find out the oxidation number of the sulfur. Just here first step we should write the sum of the oxidation number of all atoms. So how many hydrogens are present means 2 hydrogen atoms. Sum means plus. How many sulfur atoms will be present means only 1 sulfur plus. How many oxygen atoms are present means 4 oxygen atoms. Okay students. So H2SO4 sum of the all atoms oxidation number is equals to, here there is no charge. So we should write the 0 is equals to 0. So this is the first step. Then here we should find out the sulfur oxidation number. Sulfur oxidation number. So we substitute the hydrogen and oxygen oxidation numbers. So already we have to learn hydrogen atom oxidation number is, already in previous class we learned about the hydrogen oxidation number is plus 1. Only in rare conditions it is the minus 1. Okay students. So maximum hydrogen oxidation number here we have to take plus 1. So here we substitute the plus 1 oxidation number of hydrogen plus 1 sulfur we should find out plus 4 oxygen oxidation number. It is also learned about in previous class, oxygen oxidation number is minus 2 in normal covalent compounds. So rarely it is minus 1. So in maximum compounds the oxygen oxidation number, here we have to substitute the minus 2. So remaining is the 0. So simple, on simplification 2 1 ja 2 plus sulfur 4 2 ja 8 minus 8 is equals to 0. So S minus 8 plus 2 means S minus 6 is equals to 0. So S is equals to plus 6. So the oxidation number of sulfur in H2SO4 compound is how much? Plus 6 oxidation number. By using this method we should find out the oxidation number of any element in given compound. So similarly here we find out the another example, that is the Cr2O7 minus 2. So Cr2O7 minus 2 ion, same process student. Here we should find out the what is that? Chromium. So simple, how many chromiums? 2 chromium atoms, sum plus. How many oxygen? 7 oxygen atoms is equals to. Here the minus 2 is present on the ion. So here we should write the minus 2. Okay student, this is a simple way. Then we should find out the chromium plus oxygen oxidation number is, earlier we have substituted the how much? Minus 2. So is equals to minus 2. Okay students. So 2 chromium plus 7 2 ja 14 minus 14 is equals to minus 2. So 2 chromium atoms is equals to minus 2. This minus 14 is goes to the right side, plus 14. 14 minus 2, 12. So single chromium, 12 by 2. So chromium is equals to how much? Plus 6. So this is the process is used to find out the oxidation number of chromium in Cr2O7 minus 2 compound. Okay, student. Then we solve the another example, that is the what is that? NO3 minus. Same process, students. So here we should find out the nitrogen. So how many nitrogens? Only one nitrogen plus 3 oxygens is equals to minus 1. So nitrogen oxygen oxidation number is minus 2 is equals to minus 1. So nitrogen 3 2s are minus 6 is equals to minus 1. So this minus 6 is goes to the right side plus 6. So minus 1 plus 6 means plus 5. How much oxidation number of nitrogen in NO3 minus ion? It is the plus 5. So this is the simple method to find out the oxidation number of any element in given compound. Students, here we solve the another examples for easily understanding how we should find out the oxidation number. So here the examples is the KMnO4, MnO4 minus 2 and MnO2. So in all these compounds we should find out the oxidation number of underlined element. In KMnO4 manganese, in MnO4 minus 2 also manganese, in MnO2 is also manganese. How we can find out? First KMnO4. Which element we should find out the oxidation number means manganese. So first 1 potassium plus 1 manganese plus 4 oxygen is equals to, here there is no charge, so we should write the 0. So potassium is belongs to which group in the periodic table? Yes, it is belongs to the first A group, alkali metal. So already learned in previous class all alkali group metals, first A group elements, oxidation number is constant. How much? Plus 1 oxidation number. So potassium oxidation number is substituted the plus 1. Plus manganese. Oxygen, already we have to know oxygen oxidation number is the minus 2. So 1 plus manganese 4 2s are minus 8 is equals to 0. So manganese 1 minus 8 means minus 7 is equals to 0. So manganese oxidation number is plus 7 in KMnO4 compound. Okay student, this is the process. Let us solve the another example, that is the MnO4 minus 2. Here same process, 1 Mn plus 4 oxygens is equals to how much charge is present? Minus 2. So Mn plus 4 oxygen is the minus 2 is equals to minus 2. So Mn 4 to the minus 8 is equals to minus 2. So Mn, this minus 8 is goes to the right side plus 8. So minus 2 plus 8, how much? Mn is equals to plus 6 oxidation number. So this is the plus 6 oxidation number of manganese in MnO4 minus 2 ion. Then we solve another example, that is the MnO2. Here also we should find out the manganese oxidation number. Same process. Manganese 1, 2 oxygens is equals to 0. Okay students? So manganese plus 2 into oxygen is a minus 2 is equals to 0. So manganese 2 to the minus 4 is equals to 0. So manganese is equals to how much? Plus 4 oxidation number. So this is the methods is used to determine the oxidation number of element in given any compound. Okay students, so let us we solve the another examples. H2SO5. sulfur. Similarly, H2S2O8, sulfur. So here these two compounds are the different. How means first we should write the H2SO5. Here we should find out the sulfur oxidation number. So first we should write the its structure. Okay. So this is the H2SO5 structure. Students, this is the H2SO5 structure. So when we observe this H2SO5 structure, here these two oxygens are involved in the peroxide bond. Okay, students, these two oxygens are involved in the peroxide bond. How we can determine the bond is peroxide bond means when the bond is present in between the oxygen and oxygen atom, that bond is considered as peroxide bond. Okay, students. So when oxygen is involved in the peroxide bond, already we have to know its oxidation number is -1. So this oxygen oxidation number is -1. This oxygen atom oxidation number is also -1. Remaining 3 oxygen atom does not involve in the peroxide bond. So its oxidation number is the normal, that is the -2. Okay, student. How we can identify if oxygen is involved in the peroxide bond or not means only when we observe the its geometry, its structure, then only we should find out the oxygen is involved in the normal covalent bond or peroxide bond. Okay, students. So in H2SO5, how many oxygen atoms are involved in the peroxide bond means only 2 oxygen atoms. So let simplify it. 2 hydrogens plus 1 sulfur. In this 5 oxygens, 3 oxygens are normal covalent compound and 2 oxygens are involved in the peroxide bond. So is equals to charge is the 0. Okay, students. So already we have to know hydrogen oxidation number constant +1. Sulfur can be determined. And 3 oxygens oxidation number is -2 because they are involved in the covalent bond. And 2 oxygens are involved in the peroxide bond. So its oxidation number is the -1. Okay, students, is equals to 0. 2 1 ja 2 plus sulfur 3 2 ja -6 2 1 ja -2 is equals to 0. -2 plus 2 get cancelled. S minus is equals to 0. Then S is equals to +6 oxidation number. So this is the method is used to determine sulfur oxidation number in H2SO5 compound. Then similarly H2S2O8. So here also we should write the its geometry. H2S2O8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the geometry of the H2S2O8 peroxy disulfuric acid. So H2S2O8. Let us observe which is the peroxide bond. This is the peroxide bond because these 2 oxygens are directly bonded with each other. So these 2 oxygens are involved in the peroxide bond. Remaining 6 oxygens are involved in the normal covalent bond. Then simplify it. So 2 hydrogens plus 2 sulfurs. Okay, students. In this 8 hydrogens, 8 oxygens, 6 oxygens are normal covalent bond. Remaining 2 oxygens are the peroxide bond. So is equals to 0. So hydrogen oxidation number already we have to know +1. We should find out the sulfur. And 6 oxygens are the -2. Okay, students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 are the normal covalent bond. So -2. These two are the peroxide bonds. So 2 into minus 1 is equals to 0. So on simplification, 2 1 ja 2, 2 sulfur atoms, 6 2 ja 12, 2 1 ja 2. So minus 2 plus 2 get cancelled. 2s is equals to plus 2. Then each sulfur is equals to plus 12 by 2. Then how much? It is the plus 6 oxidation number. So in H2S2O8, single sulfur oxidation number is the plus 6. So in H2S2O8 also, when we observe the geometry, its structure, 2 oxygen atoms are involved in the peroxide bond. Remaining 6 oxygen atoms are involved in the normal covalent bond. So this is the special case. So these are the special case. That means in most of the compounds, nearly 90 to 95% of the compounds, oxygen is involving in the normal covalent bond. Then here we take the oxygen oxidation number is minus 2. Only in few compounds like H2SO5, H2S2O8, oxygen is involving in the peroxide bond. When oxygen is involved in the peroxide bond, then we have to take its oxidation number is minus 1. Okay student, so these are the examples for H2SO5 compound, H2S2O8. In these compounds, each compound 2 oxygen atoms are involved in the peroxide bond. So by using this process, we should find out the oxidation number of sulfur in H2SO5 and H2S2O8.